All right, we are live, everybody. I don't know if anybody is here yet, but we are live, and I'm excited to have y'all. It is just me tonight. Kelly might be able to get out. It just depends on whether or not she can get Finley to sleep. That has just been our life the last several weeks. Is Finley will not go to sleep without one of us laying down with her, and that has been it's been a tough thing for us, a little transition for us to get used to. Let me try to fix this thing. Kelly usually gets this thing all situated. Hold on, I'm gonna move my coffee. So while I'm trying to get situated, put down in the chat who all is here. Tell me who you are and where you're from. I'm excited to be able to hang out with y'all. It's going to be a little bit different than the normal everyday oiling Monday nights, but we will be able to. It's just going to be Q&A for all sorts of things. Let me fix this thing. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. Hey there, Heirloom Permaculture. So glad to have you here. Where are you at? I don't know. What state are you in? I'm excited to find out. Hey, Jason. What's up? How y'all doing? I feel like I've missed you guys. Okay, from South Carolina. Here we go. Now we're rolling in. Richard Woodvine. Awesome. Hello from Rooster J. Cowherd Ranch, Middletown. Okay. Ooh, California. Awesome. There we go. Tulsa. Okay. Awesome. Tulsa. Hey, Oregon Life and Cindy, Virginia. Ooh, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Dan the Botters. Glad the Botters are here. I have some videos. I'm going to talk about that just a little bit. We were able to have a great visit with the Botter Homestead. They came and they smoked the most absolutely delicious brisket that I've ever had in my life. And that's no joke. This Drew Botter and Ashley Botter, they are able to make the most delicious brisket. I've never had it like this, ever. And I've lived in Texas all my life, and I've always eaten brisket. How do you guys do it? I mean, I even watched the whole thing. I'm going to share it in a video at some point. We'll talk about that a little bit tonight, but it was so good. Okay, so Michelle from Colorado, awesome. Billy, hi, Billy. Jason's from in New Mexico, and then let's see, Christina from Colorado, awesome. We know a lot of people from Colorado. Cody, what's up, my man? What's up, buddy? Cody. Cody is we don't tell where Cody is because we are able to hang out with him. So this is good. So Drew, dude, it was such a good time. Such a good time. So much fun. I mean, it was so much fun that we really didn't film a lot. And that's kind of our MO, is whenever people come and visit, we don't film a ton. And I kind of like that. And also it's really hot here in Texas. So being able to get some good footage outside in Texas in the summer heat, it's not that easy. So you really kind of just film in little spurts because you don't want to hang out outside for too long. It's hot. We just make sure that the animals have all their water and everything. And then we just come inside in the AC. Richard, awesome. Thank you for watching our channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Do you comment? I haven't, I don't know if I've seen you in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. That's so good. Bo, you and I should do a cooking channel. Dude, Jason, I am a terrible cook. Is that what you're talking about? Are you poking fun? Because you know that I cannot cook at all. I cannot cook. I was actually talking to Drew and Ashley this evening, so earlier this afternoon, about getting a smoker. I really want a smoker. I know that it is so much harder than how Drew and Ashley do it, but they make it look really easy to be able to make brisket. The cool thing is we did it with all the wood from my property. We didn't bring in any wood or any pellets or charcoal or anything like that. It's just we went and there was some fallen oak trees, and we just we cut them into like these little bundles of oak, and we Drew lit that thing up, and oh man, so good. It was so good. It was so hot. It was so hot. Yes, put down in the questions any kind of questions. Put down in the comments, the chat, any kind of questions that you have. So tonight, let me just say this. So tonight's going to be a little bit different because Kelly forgot to tell you guys last week that we were actually planning on taking off for July. So we're not going to be doing the every day I'm oiling. Can y'all hear my dog? Chip is going nuts. He's been high energy today, and we ran him as much as we could, but it just gets so hot, and then he like starts panting. But now that it's getting dark time, he's going nuts. So if you hear a bear over there, that's Chip. So we're going to be a little bit different. So we're going to be taking off all of July for every day I'm oiling. So that's really good that we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're probably going to hit back really strong in August and be able to have more of our team here. So that's a good thing. So let me know this is just really a free for all. I know that a lot of y'all are coming and that have invited people, like people on our team, like Nicole, you've invited some friends. So definitely if you have any essential oil questions, put it down in the chat, and I will do my best to answer them. I am not as good as my amazing bride, but then hopefully Kelly will be coming from the other side of our house once she gets Finley to sleep, and that she will be able to catch up with any of those. So, but definitely let us know any questions that you have for our entire homestead or our shed to house or anything like that. Let us know any questions that you have, because I'd love to answer them, and I need topics to talk about, because I'm just talking to myself. And so if you don't put anything in the chat, I don't have anything to talk about. Okay. Let me go through some of these. So Billy took some past tense with you to Ireland. Nice. Yes. Past tense is the best, Billy. I love it. Love it. Love it. It's so great. Jason says that, I have to be quiet. Kelly's closing the door. She did it. She got him to sleep. She got her to sleep. She got the baby to sleep. Hey, there's coffee right there. I had to use some of the normal faucet water. I'm sorry. The Berkey was out. I know. Okay. So Richard says, this is the first time live stream I've been. Yes, Drew said that we even cooked the corn and the potatoes in the smoker. It was so yummy, yummy, yummy. Just mouth-watering yummy. Actually, Drew, we had a buddy come over. He was buying some land around. He's a land investor, which I want to learn more about. And he stopped by. And he gave him some of the brisket, and he said he was like, "I bought a smoker after." I was so close.
Skillful.
So hi, did it go well?
She went to bed an hour before she has been the last.
I don't know how you did that. That's really good.
Discipline and a firm hand.
Yes.
Just kidding. I did not.
Firm hand. That was awkward. You can't say that on the internet. No, she just went to bed. Are you?
Firm hand.
Look at you sporting your LuLaRoe.
Comfiest leggings.
You don't. Does anybody wear low anymore?
No, because
is
they're
that
so
just dead?
obnoxious. Look at the print on that. That's like, we could do this. Can we do that?
That's
super
just
obnoxious.
keep it clean, yo.
Not
Keep it clean on the family friendly homestead channel. Okay, let's get this thing. You might have to take him outside.
Because he's so noisy.
Or I can, and you can talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, is he pushing his bowl? He's pushing everything. He's just going crazy in there. He's really nuts.
He has an antler in there too, I think.
No, I took the antler out.
That's smart.
Yes, because it's really bad. Okay, Ashley says it's because Chip misses. He does miss you very, very much. He does miss you.
It's probably what it is, Ashley.
Yep. Chip is very cute, and he looks like your dog. Cool. Do you have a Rottie, or is just a different kind of dog? Oregon Life says that. How is life in Oregon?
Probably very mild and
Yeah.
lovely compared to 95 degrees today.
Is that all that it was? It was hot.
That's what it was.
We got like some wind, Drew.
No,
later.
we had like a light shower.
Yeah, just though not really any storms.
I think though Houston's supposed to get a tropical storm this weekend. Hi, Billy Montgomery.
Billy said that she took past tense to Ireland and she loved it.
How wonderful. I think that sounds like an amazing trip.
Nicole is here. She was
we were texting earlier today.
Oh, good. So yes, now that Kelly's here, you can let us know any kind of oils questions and we will answer them. Put your questions in all caps. Thank you, Mr. Drew. I appreciate that. That'll help us find you. You need to go get coffee. Yes. Yes, you do need to get
I feel like that's just the answer. Yeah, urgently. Whenever you think that, just get the coffee.
Oh, it doesn't look like Kelly. Yes, there she is. Salubrious Farm, good to see y'all. Thanks for jumping in. Love LuLaRoe, Oregon Life does. Kelly and I were talking about
Lula's
that.
on the way out, man.
Yeah.
I jumped on it as quick as I could because I knew there is no way that these gaudy, obnoxious prints on leggings are going to be a thing for very long. And they're kind of on their way out, but I appreciate a good LuLaRoe legging from the beginning, the early days. I would not have joined that as a business, so I hope you just enjoy them as a piece of work item.
Yeah. Okay, so Botter, sorry, you were dog bathing duties. Oh, you give your dog a bath. That sounds so relaxing and fun. We wouldn't do that. In fact,
dog is not good.
Well, and I want to say this. So in the last video that I did, and we'll talk about videos later, but the last video I did, it had Chip in it. I wanted to show, I'm preaching in the choir, none of you guys, but some people got mad. They're like, why are you so mean to your dog?
No,
here's the deal.
Why do you imprison your dog?
But then other people said, why are you so mean to it?
Yes.
Here's the thing. I like showing Chip and I like showing our relationship with Chip. I did that previously and I didn't show the discipline that we put with him. And
because you don't have to.
Because I don't have to. But then I got all this crap, C-R-A-P, because I didn't discipline my dog. And everybody was like, that dog is going to be worthless. Just get rid of it.
That dog's going to get big. And if you don't control him now.
Well, that's easy. No, but some people said, it's the end. It's too late. He's a worthless dog. You can't do anything with him.
They have obviously not watched Caesar Milan.
Yes. And then I show a little bit of discipline. What I edited out, just because it took for a long time, is he started biting. I was telling him no, and he started biting the water hose, there's just some triggers with dogs, like lawnmowers and wheels, cars and stuff. And we're probably going to do some more advanced training with him at some point.
Well, we've chiseled away. Things were hard over time, and now
he is 90.
Yeah,
99%, like a completely different dog.
A lot of you guys were very good to recommend, hey, watch out with him and his food, or be careful with him and the kids. And he's just really done well with training, so we keep taking him back and then working on it when we get him home. And we don't imprison our dog. He just really likes a cave, and I don't blame him. I'd like one too.
Yeah, especially with 4 crazy kids.
Yeah.
So
can we answer a couple oil questions?
Oh, you saw them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Cody had a question. What's an oil we can't live without that you might not have?
That you don't have, or that we don't have?
Well, I will say this. With all the oils you have, I would highly recommend either Arbor Vitae or Vetiver. These are oils I cannot live without. I put it together, Arbor Vitae, Vetiver, and lavender. The first time I found this was when I was doing Diamond Club 4 years ago.
Is that the blend?
Years? Yeah. 4 years ago, and I desperately
That's
came
the date
home.
blend.
Well, it wasn't then. I desperately came home. I was sick. Ella was sick. She was like 6 months old. And I was like, I'm not moving for 2 days. So I came home and I put those in the diffuser. And it was like my whole body reset and recharged.
Is that the Finley blend?
Probably not. I think Finley was Cheesecake Factory.
Kelly really likes that blend.
But now that
And
blend is a very
let me
good
say this,
blend, so I
men,
highly recommend it.
find an oil that your lady really, really likes.
Mm-hmm. It's smart to put it in the diffuser, people. That's all I'm
Yeah,
gonna say.
buddy.
So yeah, I like those two. Most people don't have it. Arbor Vitae and Vetiver. Vetiver is also super
It's super thick, Mom.
It's super thick. So you want to get like a little eyedropper with it. But I like it for calming. It's really good for anxious feelings, relaxing, or when you're kind of just frantic or panicked feeling. It's a great oil for that. It's one that I use in the diffuser a ton, but it's great to blend with other calming oils. And then Arbor Vitae is like the killer bug repellent. Nothing likes it, but it's also this great cedar smell that I just really enjoy.
It's in Terrashield.
It's in Terrashield.
Yeah, it used to not be in Terrashield because we didn't have Arbor Vitae when we first joined.
And then they mixed it up.
Oregon Life just wanted to slap us in the face real quick and said that it was 77 degrees and sunny.
Really unnecessary.
Yeah, that's quite uncalled for there,
yeah.
Oregon
like,
Life.
If you've never felt the pain of a Texas summer, I just feel like, then again, we never ever have to dig ourselves out of our driveway. So
Never.
I feel you there. You'll probably get tired of winter, and you've probably earned that 77 degrees.
And our kids hate building snowmans. So that's why it doesn't. I'm kidding. I'm saying
no, but our kids wouldn't know what to do after like the first 10 minutes of snow. They'd be like, it's wet. I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what do we recommend to put on scars? A lot of great things. So frankincense is awesome with a little like carrier oil or lotion to put on a scar. I touch my knee when I do this because I had knee surgery. So I always think of that for my scars. And it's great to also help break up that scar tissue. So like endure the little bit of discomfort to like rub right on that scar. But now I have a whole like part of my leg that is dead and numb, but the rest of it, like on the scar tissue, is no pain at all. When it really used to hurt, years before I had oils, every time I would kneel down, that tissue really hurt on my knees. So frankincense is an easy answer. And then if you want to like minimize the appearance of scars, I would use Correctex, which is like an ointment that has helichrysum, frankincense, all my favorite like restorative skin oils. I think lavender is in it, and maybe one other thing that I can't think of, but blended together in like a non-petroleum based ointment. It's really great. Helichrysum is another great one for your skin, also your circulation. So I highly recommend those oils.
Hey, so Drew and Salubrious Farms just met up. Awesome. In Louisiana.
Oh man, I didn't realize all y'all were in Louisiana.
I know.
Good
y'all
for
had
you.
fun over there.
Run around homesteaders, man.
Yes. I want to know, like, this is a new thing about the whole Homestead.
This is a new thing.
So is it the Homestead network? Like the Homestead, it's like a track. Like everybody's like going to all the different places. It's super cool and fun.
Well, it's like real life chats. Like you take what we do here and you meet the real life people.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's super awesome. Impressed with it. I dig it. I love it. And
one day when we are not keeping all the things alive and trying to get floorboards in, then we're in great shape.
I know, right? Okay. So let's see. Who ran that one in Louisiana? Now I'm just curious.
Yeah, who sponsored the Louisiana
who's
bash?
The big Louisiana peeps? We've talked about it with Texas. Hasn't really got the steam. Probably because it's so hot.
So big.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, it's big.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything in Texas until easy October, maybe even November.
But they're going to Louisiana. I mean, so if you're like, people want to travel. People want to travel.
If you go to Louisiana.
We got 4 kids so that are little babies. We don't travel a lot. Okay. let's see. Where we go? Ashley loves the Finley blend.
I know that Fin blend.
Yeah. Sweetest sleep I've ever had. Those 3.
It's true. I'm telling you.
Oh, that blend.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's good. That's nice.
It's like instant shutdown of all the thoughts, and your body just goes in deep sleep. Now, I used that before we ever got the Serenity blend updated and before we had the Serenity soft gels. Now, when I'm like excited, wired, thinking of all the things and can't shut down, I take a Serenity soft gel and then put 5 drops in the diffuser, or usually by that time, actually, I think I'm just putting it on like pulse points, my wrists, behind my ears, over my heart. That's a really great solution. So
I have no problem sleeping. I lay down
dads
and I
normally
pass.
don't. Dads don't have problems sleeping. Dads just go. They just sleep.
Matthew's here. Hi,
Hey,
Matthew.
Thomas.
How are you, man? I need to message you to see how everything's going. Let me know. Okay, I asked Gabe what he wanted to tell y'all, and he gave that knock joke.
Thanks,
also,
Gabe. You're the best.
Gabe is so cute. Hi, Jatan. Thank you for always stopping in. That's awesome. You live back east. Richard, no, we live in Texas.
We do. Texas is the opposite of east.
Not east.
Texas is really the opposite of everything.
Yeah, it's so weird whenever they say that we're on the west coast of basketball.
No, it's weird when
it's like,
they say that Texas
Western
is the
Conference.
South. Like,
how is
Texas
it not the South? You're like as low as you can go.
Because the South isn't New
I
Mexico.
get it.
That's
Yes.
also low.
No.
It's not.
No.
We're just, Texas is its own country, basically.
And maybe someday.
And maybe one day it'll have to be. We're just saying.
Or someone said up here, don't forget to pray.
Deal.
Yeah, who said that? Danny said, don't forget to pray.
Like in life?
Good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For it.
Well said. Chat comment. That's good. Good add to the conversation. When we move, we will have an opportunity for y'all and the kids to have some stuff.
That's great, Matthew.
That would be. That. We will take you up on that. Rain is not good in the Oregon life, and then the summers are super muggy. Yeah.
But you do have amazing trees and really cool coastline.
With a fit. Oh, that's an interesting question.
This is a good question.
D-Brag85 asked, with a $15,000 investment, what would the first step of starting a homestead be? I hope you're still here and that you're going to stick around, because I would love to know this. I would love to go back and forth. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Do we have time? Okay. My first question would be, what kind of homestead do you want? So my first thing would be for you to get a piece of paper, get a notebook. I love notebooks. My favorite one is from Target. My notebook is away. Oh, it's right there. It's in there. I'll show you. It's my favorite note. I love it. And I would do a wish list, priority list. So basically, this is my favorite notebook. It has 5 different subjects. I know that that's stupid, but I actually found an old list that said, I wanted to do a podcast that said that my notebook is more valuable to me than my wallet.
He did a list that listed, as he grew up, he wanted to have a hot wife. And I feel like he got that. So
didn't get the Lexus, but I got the hot wife.
But make lists, because dreams really do come true.
And babe, the list was to own a house on the beach someday. So
and basically,
there we go.
We're there with 6 inches of sand on our property before you hit.
Yeah, it's quite sandy. Okay, so get a notebook and just start writing stuff down. So that's honestly, that's the very first thing, is you have to take it. Whenever you're talking about something like this is where I get really passionate about. So basically, what you just said is, hey, here is my dream. This is a pie in the sky dream that you just painted out there. You have a little bit of specifics about, you have $15,000 investment to start off with. So that's good. That's really cool. But what you have to do is you have to take that pie in the sky dream and you have to break it down into a vision that you can clearly see. And then you have to take that vision that you can see and you can smell and just you can grab a hold of it. Then you take that vision and you turn it into goals, which is a goal is going to be it's going to be measured by time. It's going to be achievable.
SMART.
Say that again.
SMART.
Do you know
look up
all the
SMART goals?
Do you know all the acronyms?
I know most of them, so I'm just going to say look up SMART
goals,
and that'll tell you the best way to break down goals to action steps. And
then you take the goals and then you break them down into action steps, and then just like do those action steps and break those into like daily tasks of I have to get this done today.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you move from suburbia into a shed, into our set. You buy 7 acres, and then you do it.
And think about the things that you have to leverage. So, you know, if you've got a skill that you can trade in for either tools to help you create this, or like we were talking about social capital earlier today on the podcast, and how you can use that to get the help that you need to actually take action. But without knowing the steps you're going to take from day 1 to day 2, it's really difficult to get your eyes on day 701 or however far down the path it is to create the vision. Yeah. Because the vision is really exciting, but if you aren't flexible in it, if you can't solve problems, then the best place to start is your notebook, because your notebook's going to help you think of all the things in the way and then come up with solutions for it. Because hell yeah, moving on to a homestead, the best skill you can have is problem solving.
Yeah. So exactly, problem solving. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to be solving this problem. And basically what you just said is how to do it is you need 2 things. You need 2 destinations. One, which is what I just said, you're going to write that down. What do you want? So where do you want to be? What do you want?
What do you want?
So you need to do a priority list. Get in the water. We love that movie. I mean, it's just movie because it was our very first movie we ever watched. Dating.
So romantic.
So you need to know what kind of homestead you want. So you need to write down like your priority. For me, the number one thing was I want 0 restrictions. I wanted 0 restrictions. And then it all just kind of backed down. So that we could
build whatever we want. So that we could put whatever we wanted on the property. Those are important.
Yeah.
Our list of things may have changed if we were to do this over again today.
Oh, totally.
Like there might be something. Yeah. I think it would still start with 0 restrictions, but then like number 2 might have been like ag exemption.
Yes.
Something like that.
Totally. Yeah, because our property doesn't have it, or have a well, like a property like ability to have a water well.
Yeah.
So let me say that. So you got to start with where do you want to go. Then the second thing that you need is you need to know exactly where you are right now. So here's the thing. Let's say let's just say Oregon, or let's say New Hampshire. New Hampshire is a really big freedom state, just because I like to talk about freedom states. So let's say you want to go and you want to take a trip to New Hampshire. It doesn't matter that you just know that you need to go to New Hampshire. You have to know where you are right now, because us in Texas is a completely different route than Oregon life coming from Oregon. It's a completely different. It's completely different from everybody in North Carolina that is on YouTube. It's a different route. So you have to know not only where do you want to go, you have to know where you are right now. So you have to get all of that stuff in your head and you have to put it down on paper. Then that will help kind of solidifying what you can do with that $1,500, because you could be living in an apartment with $15,000, or you could be living in a $300,000 paid off suburban house that when you sell that, you have the $15,000 on top of that. So it's you have to find those details out. Okay, let me keep on going. Okay, thank you. Homestead brag. First of money is to find out where you want to live. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so D-Brag, do I just find that at my local county office? Again, I'm just going
zoning.
back. Yeah.
you got to look at where you want to live. Maybe you need to stay close to home because you have a job.
Mhm.
Maybe you can work like from home, like we do. Wherever you go, you have a job, which is great. So figure out those kinds of things and then chat around, like decide what you want and then figure out how to get there, or adjust that plan to, hey, I want to get somewhere faster. And what I wanted, this is like us, when we looked in the Katy area, we could not get what we wanted for the price that we could afford.
No, it'd be like 1 acre for $500,000.
Yeah.
Legit.
Was it really that much?
With a house, yeah.
In the air? Oh yeah, with a house on it for sure.
And
So
there's not a lot of
we
available land.
expanded our search, and I think that can work for you too. Like, give yourself time. Also, this should not be an emotional decision. It should be like well thought out, weighed, in order to be successful. I won't say like I'm a very shotgun personality. I want what I want like yesterday, which has gotten me some really favorable comments on our YouTube videos. But that to say, like, when we're ready, we might deliberate for some time, but when we're ready, we were ready like 20 minutes ago. So we're a salesman's dream. But when we were looking for this, we realized that emotional decision about a property or to change life, like I just never advise people running from something. Run to it. Like let it be something you're super stoked about and hopeful for, and it gives you all the feels. But if it's something you're running from, there was definitely a time that we just couldn't leave suburbia because we were running from all the things. So
well, that was me. I was in a bad bad mental space. Hey, everybody, give us a thumbs up. We got 19 watching and 12 thumbs. Come on, we gotta get those thumbs up. Okay, so Matthew and D. Braggs county office is a great place. That's how we found out from our county about it. If you're going to stay in that county, it matters a lot. If you're not going to stay in that county, it matters nothing. So yeah. Okay, so
hey, Mama Reed, glad you are on too.
I know.
That's great.
Okay, did you email us? Where's Mama Reed came from? Have you contacted us lately? Yeah. Here we go. Let's see.
Yeah, especially at this stage. Nicole has a little one, and I totally get the little one stage. And now we have a little one who's decided to co-sleep, and none of us are excited about it.
Yes. Buckle the.
Are we still working off a hotspot? What does that mean?
No, I mean.
Oh, you mean off our
internet? No, I mean we've had. It depends on what you call a hotspot. Currently working off of what something is. It's like borrowed internet. I don't know what it is. It sounds bad.
It's stolen.
It's like rented
guys.
Internet. They have a 200-foot tower in our backyard.
It's like timeshare internet, kind of.
A little bit.
Because we give them a place to put a tower.
And then I think they sure that they rent
internet for a really
rent
high
a
price.
signal from like someone, but they bounce it off of an AT&T satellite, and then we get usually about 10 megs. I didn't check it tonight. I was trying to get everything by myself. Yeah, but it's good sound, you guys. Can I have a shoot?
Ethan Leach wants a shout out. Shout out, Ethan Leach.
But tell me why we should shout you out.
Yeah, what
do
you have to offer?
Yes.
I think the internet is for everyone, so yes.
Specific, measurable, attainable. That's so
smart goals.
See, the botters, they're going to bring it. Botters, Drew, come on. Let's see your goals. So that SMART goals is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based.
Berean Acres, I don't know you, but I love your name. I'm assuming it's to be like the Bereans who search for truth, and I love that.
You know a lot of things.
I do.
I asked Kelly once the other night, I said, how do you know so many things? And she goes, I pay attention, honey.
I thought my answer was I read.
No, you said I pay attention.
I read would have been better.
So we were having to adjust the plan.
Is it annoying when people who are on a live just sit here and they're looking at the comments? I feel like when I talk to you, I should close my eyes, and then when I look away,
they don't watch.
You don't watch Waiting for Guffman, do you?
Who all has seen Christopher Guest movies?
It's the danger of living and working with your spouse, like when you're together all the time. There's so many things that you talk about and you realize no one else knows what they're talking about.
Thanks for hanging, Billy. You have a good
Billy,
night.
love having you on. Thanks for sharing about past tense too. I hope your trip was awesome.
This is a destination plan, not a trans. Oh, Matthew, you gotta let me know, man. This is a destination. Oh, okay.
We're talking about this.
Yes.
Still talking about what it would be to move. Yes.
I want to know, is it still happening? Like, are you still staying in the same destination? Just not trans. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know. I hope you are okay. Did you say you? Oh, Cody. Yes. So we've hinted about a podcast for a long time, and when you live in suburbia, you have a little bit more space, like an office space to record.
Options. Yeah. Just even options.
Yeah. In today, whenever you're living in a tiny house, even this, or we're not like exactly a tiny house, but a very, very, very small home. It's hard to record audio very well. So today we went and worked. We got a babysitter, and we went and worked at the library. And then for the last 45 minutes of our time, we recorded a podcast in the car.
Because the library doesn't have study rooms. Like in Katy, we loved our library, and we would go there, and when we weren't feeling fancy and we're like, we need to nip this spending in the bud, we would go to the library and just work in the study rooms.
Yep.
This library does not have a study room. It has a genealogy hall. So you whisper in it. You hear the guy working on the PA system for whatever presentation's going on. Yep, somebody else was paying their bills in there.
She was yelling at someone on the phone.
Their energy was not turned on, and Susan was unhappy. So that was hilarious. And we were recording in the car, and people are walking by, and we're just like, what other option? Like, you just kind of have to like get the cojones to just do it.
I think we should record our podcast with a live,
because it would be hilarious.
It adds a lot. It has a lot better feel like than us just talking to ourselves. I like.
So we have a podcast. It's not live. We
do not have a podcast yet.
We have a podcast in the making.
We have recorded probably 6 episodes.
I think several. We need to run back. And
they're so random, all over the place. It started when we were in suburbia.
That we recorded in the Black Walnut parking lot.
No, we also did one in the house. We did that too, and we did one at Coco Hodo.
Mm-hmm.
We've done. Yes. I just got to find all of the things, all of the clips.
I'm loving that we have no idea what the emojis were for. We're just guessing. I think this is when you said hit the thumbs up, and we're coming back to check on it.
Thumbs up.
All right.
Okay. Jenny.
안녕하세요, Jenny. In Korea.
You know her?
No, I just know how to say hello in Korean. I lived in Korea, guys.
Where does the Korean come from?
Jenny, howdy from Korea.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Yeah. I see that. Yes. Say it again. Say it again.
안녕하세요. And I also know how to say, how much does this cost? And I also know
that?
이거 얼마요? That's how you say, how much is this? And then.
How do you say, no, $5
I don't know. No, everybody gets out their calculators. Okay. And you just type in the numbers, which may be different now because this was before like smartphones. This was high school.
Jatana wants to know, what's that personality?
Oh, my favorite. Now, everybody's all over the Enneagram, and I get it. I get it, guys. But what I love for business, I actually really liked it for our marriage, but it was particularly for our marriage in business.
Huge.
It's called the Clifton Strength Finder, and it's run by Gallup. It used to be the Gallup Strength Finder. Now it's called Clifton Strengths is what it is. But it's really good. It's really helpful to get your team on board where like everybody's not stepping on each other or feeling frustrated because they're assigned the wrong things or feeling like a loser because they want to look like everybody else but don't have the same strengths. So strengths just lets you focus on what you're awesome at. And then like with doTERRA, then you just flow in that vein and your business is one that you love instead of one that you hate. Which is really good.
And for marriage, Kelly and I hit some stuff about doing business together because we kind of thought that we were supposed to do the same thing. I thought, Kelly, why don't you just be creative and like help me with all the branding stuff? And Kelly was like, No, why
Kelly-
don't you just go teach classes?
Kelly, why don't you like balance budget and numbers and like why don't you think the way I think? Or why don't you come up with the initial idea for the thing and then we run with it? And that's so not my skill. Bo's number one strength in Clifton Strength Finders. And if you guys do strengths at all, like drop it in here because I think it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But for Bo, his number one strength is visionary, like futuristic visionary.
Futuristic.
And my number one strength is adaptability. So I really feel like the Lord does let us have like things that stir up in one another that which is not good and then he lets us deal with it. So we complement each other really well.
What this means, our top strengths is that I am never in the present.
Yes.
Like just honestly.
And I am never looking. I never planned a wedding. I never really thought about where I'd go to college. I actually went where my sisters went. I never thought about who I'd marry. I never thought about how many children I'd have. I just never thought of these things.
And I planned everything out on a list in college and probably some in high school too.
He dreamed of me in high school.
Yes,
so.
I did. I even made a rocking chair for my first.
He did. No, it's
for my son.
Rocking horse.
Sorry, rocking
in
horse.
In like the 8th grade.
I did.
And all of them have rocked on it.
And it's still, I'm like the best thing I've ever built.
It is the best thing.
So anyway, so futuristic, I'm always going to like change what we're going to do. And she is
and I'll
really
go
good.
with it.
Yeah.
Until sometimes where I'm like, I need a kitchen island. I need it like yesterday.
We're going to get the kitchen island.
We are.
Y'all.
And it's going to be really
No
lovely.
more sitting on the table. Okay. Enjoy your.
On the table. We don't even have a table. We sit on the floor.
Okay. So Elizabeth says that she enjoys our channel. Thank you very much. And that she's learning a lot. She wants to learn more about essential oils.
What do you want to learn, Elizabeth? Tell us.
Yeah. Or email us at bettertogetherlife@gmail.com.
Yes,
and you can just do a one-on-one, or you can ask questions here. One-on-one with Kelly.
Oh, that's just Matthew explaining, so we're good to go.
Gotcha. Okay, so probably great acoustics
You're
in the car.
the service.
Except for like all of the country podunk like trucks. I mean,
thank you for serving, Jenny. I hope you're enjoying Korean. Eat these things. Eat kimbap. It's delicious. And if you don't have a taste for Asian food, you need to get it because you will miss it when you're gone. The next thing you really need to eat is yakimandu. It's like a fried dumpling, kind of like a fried, like what you might normally have in like a Chinese food restaurant, that kind of like soft dumpling. It's fried and it's amazing. There's also mandu, which is really good and it's not fried. Maybe a little like an egg roll, but kind of hard to compare.
Is that with the French fries?
No, that was, kimchi. You're not going to love it at first. It's so good for you and it's so good for your gut. And it's
love kimchi.
Yeah, but like when you move to a foreign country, everything's foreign and you kind of just want a hamburger. Don't eat the hamburger at McDonald's because it's not going to taste like what you think it tastes and it's kind of disappointing. The fries are good though. What else do you miss? So Coke in Korea is a lot sweeter than Coke in America. Also, it costs a lot more, but buy all of the clothes that you can buy. Shop like in big city shopping centers. Ride the subway, but not at busy times, just like New York. It's not fun. That's my tip. Living in Korea. I love Korea. I would go back there anytime.
15 when she did it.
I did. In fact, I was in English teaching videos. I pretended cold pizza was hot.
Didn't your brother make like $2,000?
My brother made so much money. He was in the 5th grade. I think he was in like the 5th grade.
He made like thousands of dollars.
He bought a Nintendo with his Korean English speaking money. So basically, if you have light colored skin in the 90s, you could be hired for these English teaching videos. This is when like VCR was a thing. So this was a long time ago, but they'd use it in schools. So military kids were like an easy target. My parents gave us so much freedom. Like I rode the subway in a foreign country when I was 15. It was a little bit scary. Like,
yeah, I agree. Don't do that.
But it was a different age, guys. This was pre 9/11.
Love Korean food. I love Korean food.
I love Korean.
There is no Korean food.
There is no Korean food.
We did find a good, decent, pretty yummy.
Houston has great Korean food. We did have good pho.
Yeah.
It was out of a food truck. So that was
Yeah,
also an
Vietnamese.
adventure.
It was yummy. Food. It was
It was
good.
good. The broth was amazing.
Yes.
And that was what surprised me.
And
Probably
he-
even better than the pho we had in Katy.
And
there's
he
a
knew
lot
how to
of
do
pho
like
in Katy.
he knew how to work the basil. It was yummy. I thought it was good. The meat wasn't all that great, but that makes sense.
It was also in styrofoam and like delivered 30 minutes away.
Yes. So apparently you two are opposite of me. And okay, yes.
We're
so,
opposites.
Y'all, I understand.
Yeah, I am not a futuristic visionary, anything that or otherwise. I'm just not.
All right. So let's talk about. Let's talk about
what we're gonna do the rest of the month.
We're gonna take off.
Yep. Did you tell them already?
Yeah, that's how we're gonna take off in July, but
for the purpose of
revamping, retooling.
And we're just gonna kind of restructure and plan and prepare for August. And I'm really excited about some of the classes we're gonna teach. If you are here for the first time, you might not know that every Monday we do an essential oil class right here. But instead of just our beautiful faces, we bring you someone different from our team who's kind of like an expert in an area. So one of the people coming up is going to be a massage therapist. Another one is a professional photographer. And she's going to talk about, hopefully, I'm hoping we can convince her. Nicole, will you talk about oils and business? Because I think that would be amazing. And how to use oils just in your everyday entrepreneurial life, because I think that's bad A.
Yeah.
And we always bring you something for a couple of reasons. The first is we don't just do this like better together us thing, but Bo's going to tell us a little bit more about the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is like the better together with you guys. So I'll always say it's better together because you're here. And that's easy for me to say because it really is. It's better together because you're here. Like what the conversations here, this is what engages people and makes it feel like you're not sitting in your living room alone. You're sitting in your living room with a bunch of other people who kind of care about the same things as you. So we're going to take this break for the rest of the summer and give you guys a chance to take a look at other Homestead channels and enjoy all that they've got going on Monday nights. But come back here at the beginning of August because we're going to kick it off with some more Monday Night Lives. The coolest thing we've seen in this is people who message us and say, wow, I've had my oils for so long and I didn't know how to use them. And now they do. And that's what this is about. We don't care whose team you're on. We want you to have the oils that you need. So if you're on our team and somebody else sent you here, go back to them, get enrolled, get started and get plugged into this community that's live and active and vibrant, and will help you use the oils that you have already or help you get the ones that you need. If you don't have someone that's helping you already, that's where we want to come in. Like we've built our team for 6 years now, and we have, I don't know, like 1,500 people on our team.
I was like 70.
It's getting higher each month, right? And in that, the goal is educate people, empower them to use solutions that are going to make a huge difference in your life. And we believe in that from step one on to like the very end of the internet. Like we know that everything we need to do needs to be here to help you use what you have and get what you need. And that's the whole purpose of Monday night. So hear about our community, our culture, the Facebook group that is, I think we're going to change the name because it's pretty long. But right now it's called It Is Well, Better Together Oils and More. We'll talk about like little things like growing your own food a little bit, but just for like the nutrition part of it, bone broth and elderberry syrup and all of these natural solutions happen in that group. Again, more team culture. So regardless of where you are with oils, if you're not already working with someone, jump into that group and you're going to have a lot of support there from us too as you're making the decision on when to get oils. So that's what we're going to do the rest of the month for Monday nights. But other stuff is still going on with the channel.
Yes. So if you are one of like the, normal 1,000 people that watch like our typical videos as of late, this is just being a little, Kelly's like, you just need to be a little vulnerable and just let them know how you're doing.
I did say that.
Yeah. And I'm, me, I won't shy away from that, just being honest. The channel is not going the way that I want it to. Mm-hmm. There's lots of things in terms of that. in terms of that I'm just kind of picking up the camera and just documenting a day just because I have a moment and I don't have, a dog or Finley or something to do. So I just grab something. I just try to make a story out of
the day.
And a lot of times it doesn't, I just shoot and there's no story and y'all never see it. It's still use that footage at some point. But what we are realizing is that since we started YouTube back in 2016, it has grown so much. And there is, I hate to say competition. I don't like that. There's just a lot of YouTube homesteaders.
Genre.
Yeah. And so we're not going to be any big deal. I mean, that's just like the thing. So we're glad that you guys are here and that we're going to be doing this. So we're trying to diversify a little bit. And what I think we're going to be doing is going to one video a week, and probably it's going to be on a Sunday. I think that's just a good viewing day for a lot of people. And I probably might need to be editing a little bit on Saturday, but it'll probably post on the weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday. Most likely it's going to be on a Sunday, and it's going to be very topical. So me being the list maker there, I probably have 60 different topical videos that I know that I can give good value to you guys, that I don't have the time to do it whenever I'm trying to
maintain
vlog.
The day.
And also YouTube's, in the beginning, YouTube's algorithm really favored consistency. Not consistency. It favored
daily.
It just favored daily.
Yeah.
I can't think of that, like the quantity. It favored quantity over quality a little bit. And since there's so many people, ever since Casey Neistat, and from here with this, you guys viewers, Justin Rhodes, it's just, and Art and Bree, the daily thing is just kind of, are you kidding me? We love. There's all the love. It's just, in our season, it's just not working to try to be able to force that.
Yeah.
But being able to do one high quality video a week is going to be good for us, to where we can schedule, because also this, so you guys probably don't know this, or of course you know this, but you probably never thought of it. YouTube, a lot of the bigger YouTubes, homestead YouTubers, I would assume that one of their main income goals is to make YouTube be their full-time income.
Yeah.
That's never been us. We were
not to say the reason that they YouTube, not the reason they homestead, or the reason that,
of course not.
Yeah, just that the reason they document this
is to
be that income stream
through Google AdSense.
Yeah.
That's it is an easy thing that you can YouTube, you can put up videos, and when you hit the thresholds that Google says and YouTube says, then you start getting a check, teeny tiny pennies. And that's not been something that we ever needed or wanted to do. YouTube was an outlet for me creatively, and it was a way to be able to find people that are like us and that we can connect with, to be able to say, hey, this is what we're doing in our life. And, just, being honest, because we know that everybody here watching, if you don't have essential oils, we think you're missing out, because this is a product that we don't have to sell. It's a part of a life. And once you start using it and having success stories, your life will be changed. And that's just, there's no fluff in that. That's just a fact for us. And so to be able to share that,
but that's our real job.
That is our full-time income. And so we can never take doing a daily YouTube means that Kelly, we're talking about strengths. Kelly can't do what she's so good at, is being on the phone through video calls with everybody and being able to do this. So that's always been like a thing since we moved here. So I think that's a good thing that we can be able to do. Also, we have the just being vulnerable with you guys, shed to house is a very good topic for us. That it takes a little bit more scripting with that, but we get a lot of we just get a lot of views and traction whenever we're talking about shed to house stuff. So these are just some of the things. I don't really want to do that because that's what the Facebook group is for, to stay on there. And I'm more passionate about living on the homestead. But we're still probably going to talk about that stuff a little bit.
Well, would it be fair to say the reason, and you guys are observing this conversation because we haven't asked this.
Yeah.
But would it be fair to say the reason primarily to move from like the pursuit, like, hey, we got to crank out this day, we got to crank out this day, we got to
the mindset. Yeah.
So, yeah, because it's not always happening.
Because I'm not doing it at all.
But the reason to move from the pursuit of like a semi-daily vlog or a couple of times a week vlog to one is like higher quality video that you actually enjoy making.
Exactly.
Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and you can see in some of the later videos is, I don't know. You can very much see, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just blabbing and talking.
But I think also that's like the part that we know is resents, like sort of resonates with a lot of our audience when we were moving suburban to the homestead. And now that we're here, it's like, what is our voice? What do we have to say that adds value? Because the last thing, at least we want to do, I hope no other YouTuber feels this way. The last thing we want to do is take the number one non-renewable resource from you, which is your time, and not offer anything in exchange. That's really important.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I do agree. I feel like entertainment, and I truly believe that learning from someone who doesn't know what they're talking about has value because you can see their mess ups. But you're totally right. Like, you know. Well,
you'll still see our mess ups. That's what I think there is to say.
Exactly.
In a weekly vlog, you'll still see our mess ups.
Yeah.
But I hope you see more of the story.
Yeah.
Right now, it's very start and stop. We've been seeing this analogy in our life literally everywhere. Like if you're on our team, I've coached you in this in the last couple of weeks. Without consistency and passion sort of emerging together or converging together, we get stuck in this like teenager driving a stick shift pattern. So like for doTERRA, for example, if we're not doing these daily habits that actually help people get oils into their homes, then we get in the habit of like, oh, I'm going to try this once, see how it works. And then you do one good thing, but you have no idea how you did it, right? We're at that place now where we've like tried a few things, but it's just start and stop. And you're kind of getting nauseous in the car with this like teenage driver and the stick shift. So instead, we would rather not make you nauseous. We would rather give you something that's great, that adds value and encourages you and like kind of lifts you up, right?
Yeah.
Like get back to the things, like you guys may never have watched this, but if you haven't, I highly encourage you, go back to the very first videos, watch Milk, watch Cookies. These are the things that I was like, baby, I can get behind you making videos like this. I can get behind you documenting our family in a way that inspires other people to do the things that you're meant to do, which is different than us, right?
But that's not going to be it.
It will.
No.
It will come.
This is real life. We're going through a sheet.
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Megan. Once upon a farmstead.
Yes. She asked, did you cut your hair?
I did. I cut my hair and I lightened it a little bit. And thank goodness, because
you had it cut.
Yeah, I did not cut it myself. Like I should barely be cutting their hair. It's true.
Okay, so as you can see,
so you're saying it's not going to inspire or share our story?
It's topical. Milk and Cookies has zero topic.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Like you love that because it's our family.
I love that.
And that makes me think that you want the family vlog. But you will.
You give it that much time to record and to edit.
I will be outside by myself filming
you don't
a
want
topic.
The family in it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you don't want it in there.
It's not want it in there. It's that I need to get it. It's not happening. it's
so the big issue now is it's not happening.
This is just words like straight up, like really honest.
Welcome to the conversation.
I know it is, and it's hard to say it, but it is. It is. Actually, no. So
it's what you've created.
It needs to be homeschool.
Yeah.
Then doTERRA, then our family, then
the blog.
YouTube, and like everything else, like being able to be present on Shed the House, and like Instagram is gone.
Kind of like a lot of spinning plates.
Yeah. So being able to do topical that I can strategically say this is going to hit an audience because I just know it. That's one thing I'm halfway decent at, is being able to know what is going to, like, which videos are going to be pretty bigger than the rest of them. Is so doing that once a week. So basically kind of like think of it like, you know, what Hollywood is right now. There's Marvel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what this would be.
But everybody loves Finn and Chip.
I know, that's the thing that I can't figure out. So traction. That's the thing that's bummer.
Well, the question
it's not
is
about
like
his
exchange.
views. I know,
because you guys are awesome. You guys are going to be there, like our tried and true 1,000 fans. That's what we really started talking about. Was like
we're only focusing on that. So
instead of the kind of feed the beast and hope that we catch an algorithm that works good. That to say, if any of you guys are YouTubers on here, Gary Vee would say it's not the algorithm's fault your content sucks. If that makes sense to anyone, but like, it's not a blame it on the algorithm. Like, we're not searchable, we're not findable.
I don't care about the algorithm.
Just reassess the value.
It's just that I'm not doing anything that the bulk of people. I mean, because here's the thing: I have videos that have millions of views. Videos in several of them, they're all like the Shed the House and rabbit breeding stuff that have, and our family is kind of in there, but that's really just vlog style.
It's the family that's in there that people complain. Your kids are so loud. Why'd you let your kids watch that rabbit breed? Yeah,
that was. So that's what we're doing. Long story. This I believe will open up some brain space.
Yeah.
That I know that I can script and get specific content out for a small period of time while we figure some things out over the next season.
Yeah.
But then also that we can put more time into the podcast, because Kelly and I just have these ideas to be able to talk about that we talk about all the time that I just think would be really good in that medium.
Medium. You're right.
And then we might, if we can do it here, then we might be able to put up the camera and just record that. And maybe we just post that video on YouTube and then also on podcast so we can get a wider reach. So these are the things that we're talking about and doing. Also, I really, really believe in Instagram. And then also I want to do more things on Facebook with our Shed to House.
Yeah.
I have to do that in Shed to House because it is part of my job and I like doing it. It's just whenever I'm trying to put out lots of videos on YouTube, there's not a lot of time. So those are the things. Put any comments that you have. It
is better together.
Yeah.
But it also means there are a lot more things to juggle at the same time.
So whenever you don't see us, know that that's probably whenever we're the busiest.
In the thick.
Yeah, of talking about like lots going on and what we're planning.
Yeah.
So that's what
questions?
I think. Yeah.
Do you guys have questions about that? I feel like we're having like very in our living room discussion and we're all sitting around. You probably have your coffee with you. Hopefully someone baked cookies, and why didn't you share it with us?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew saying, Shed the House is under control. We have your back.
Not army of moderators who kill it.
We would not be able to even live here if it wasn't for you, Matthew.
It was hard for us to hit 60K in Shed to House because Matthew kept getting all the crazies out of the group and we just couldn't total it up.
That's why it was like so easy now, is because Matthew.
But we can also say thank you to Matthew, because it used to be crazies for some reason come out between the hours of like 5:30 and midnight on Sundays.
Yeah.
And every Sunday night we'd be at small group and we'd get all these pings about offensive content in Shed to House. And then when Matthew came on, I was like, can I offer some help? Then all the crazies went away. And I'm so thankful because I know he's handling them like a Ghostbuster. Like you've got a little Slimer container there, don't you?
Okay, so Jessica RV, tell me more about that. And I think we've been talking on the in the comments, yes, of that. So tell me what you think about that, because
about the day-to-day Homestead.
Yes, because if I believe that's who you are, we were talking about in the comments of like that was definitely real, that we shared some stuff. And I don't know.
Once upon a farmstead, we would be so friends in real life. Yes, I love chocolate-covered pomegranates. They are life. Are they the ones from Costco? Because they're so good. Oh, what is another Costco find? Okay, try the pickles, the pickled chips that are in the like cheese and meat section at Costco. I have like a whole Costco find. Yeah. But I think that those are the ones from Costco, and they're amazing.
Kelly just wants to talk about Costco all the time.
Aldi. Oh, yes, they are the same brand, though, I think.
Aldi. Totally agree with that. Thank you so much, David, and thank you to the botters. They're just saying that we're just real.
Yeah.
And so, yes, so you know us. Can't wait to see what you have to come up with. Okay. You've got yes, I would love some.
Ooh, chocolate covered coffee beans would make me all kinds of cray. Like we drink a lot of coffee on this, but we drink half calf. Like if we go to a coffee shop and forget to ask half, that sounds like we're very old people are here right now. Like
start whacking up. That's just like you start getting like just crazy.
Bouncy. Bo used to eat cereal and drink full calf coffee, and then we realized, no, this is the source of all your bananas.
I have to tell the children. Okay.
Everett, we'll be there in a hot second. Just be patient.
Do you want to wrap it up, or do you want me to go get them?
Yeah, I think you guys had awesome questions. Honestly, this is what we wanted to do tonight. We wanted to say, loving Monday nights, keeping Monday nights. Going to take a break so we can bring you even better Monday nights.
And that's in addition to the once a week video. Yes.
So it won't be just oils here. I think that was really important to us. Also, like we felt like we were doing a lot of oils consistently, but then it would be like maybe 5 or 6 days before we get a video out. And it was just kind of like trying.
Yeah.
So this will be really on purpose. We hope it serves you. And honestly, like he won't say this because he'd be like, Kelly, you'll never give me time. And when could this ever happen? But you guys can hold me accountable. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next quarter, because my mind always works in like quarters throughout the year, but in the next quarter or the next season, like wintertime, if we wind up doing 30 videos in 30 days, just because we need to shift and do something crazy and different. So that might happen.
Sure.
Also, I really like goals. So I'm like, give me a goal. I'll go after that. I could do anything for 30 days.
I want to be able to shoot a video and then have like 4 or 5 days to edit it.
Yeah, because you have tons of content.
Yes.
But not a lot of time to edit.
Yeah. I typically will shoot a video, edit it, and then upload it. And then Kelly's like, how did you miss this? And I'm like, I didn't even watch it. I just edited it one time through. Well, he's saying like
there might be mistakes in there. I'm like, baby, did you even watch the video you're asking other people to watch?
I'm like, no, I just put it up. So that's just being honest. That's just because I gotta go.
That's for real. And that's very different from the beginning where it would be like, hey, can you watch this? And then can you watch it again for mistakes? And then can we fix the mistakes and watch it one more
I want to
time?
get back to high quality stuff.
And it's fun that way, especially if you're super
I want to get the drone out again. Yes. That's just all those things.
That is killing me that hasn't happened, and it's only not happened. Then I feel a burden. Like, I don't know how other families do their channels, but I feel a burden when I don't give you time to do this kind of thing, to do the full project of it or give you the full spectrum. I mean, we've been videoing for, I don't know how many years now,
2016.
But to working up to moving here and then now having to kind of dim the dream of what vlogging would look like here because we just haven't had the time is kind of gutting for me. So just being able to say, yes, we've scheduled this and you're going to do it this time and you're going to have all of this space.
I will also say it is flipping hot. Like,
well, but that's not the excuse for the last 5 months.
It's not. No. But it's much less consistent It's
Well, sure.
like, I got to get out there at 6:00 in the morning and then be
So maybe
inside.
we should build
There's
my
just
island. That's
all
what
the
you're
things.
saying. We should build my kitchen island because it's an indoor project. It would totally give you content for the vlog. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, this small
We should do
house
that now.
with all of the good acoustics with screaming children and the giant cow
I
black
would take
dog.
my children to Dallas for a week if it meant I had an island when I got back.
You won't. I mean,
Let's be real
maybe.
here.
I don't know. Try it.
It is hot by 10 a.m. You're right, James.
It is.
James, I love your last name. That's
that's our boy.
First name. He's 8.
It is hot by 10 a.m. It is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes.
So that's where we are. Great vlogs coming on a less frequent basis. Lots of really great oil content here on Monday nights. And then what we really want to do is spend time feeding into those communities. So Shed to House group on Facebook. It is Better Together Oils and More on Facebook. If you are getting oils, get them with us and we'll do these one-on-ones that we have, or we'll do a big Zoom online. But we've got some really cool things that we're excited about and want to invite you guys into the excitement with us. That just means we are going to do things a little different. And we hope you'll stick around because it's cool to get to talk with you, hear you here, and then chat with you on Instagram or via email. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
My children are clapping at me as if that's going to get my attention in a positive way.
No.
Has that ever worked for your children?
Children should not be clapping at their parents.
Hey guys, do you think we don't know it's done? We do. But guess what? All of the internet is hearing me talk with you about your clapping at me because that's not okay. We'll be there in a sec.
Guys.
All right, guys.
We love y'all.
We're going to go
y'all
parent.
Awesome. Yes. Thank
Have
you
a
for
great night,
hanging with
guys.
us.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us or your week with us. We hope Mondays are the best day of your week. It's better together because you're here.
Bye, guys.